Hi, this is Andy Hoffman, Media Director of Miles Franklin Precious Metals, in our 25th year in business. It's midday, Thursday, September 25th, and this week's audio blog is titled Inflection Point in History. Today's audio blog will be very brief, as between the 5 articles I've written and a record 7 podcasts taped, I'm pretty sure my public views are crystal clear this week. I don't even have notes today, as I'm about to make my debut appearance on John Wells' Caravan to Midnight radio show, which, from what I hear, has an audience of millions. I strongly suggest you go to the Miles Franklin blog's website at milesfranklin.com and check out the various entirely free material published daily by David Checkman, Bill Holter, and myself. Frankly, there's more quality, original content published on our website than most precious metal agglomerators. And not only is it free, but we are always available to promptly answer your questions via telephone or email. I always have my phone with me, and thus always respond to inquiries within hours. Foremost on my mind on this, yet another COMEX options expiration day in which any trader dumb enough to still buy gold and silver calls has had his head handed to him, is the difference between inevitability and imminence. Today's title reflects the fact that historical inflection points can occur instantly, but rarely do. More often than not, they occur over a period of years or even decades. And thus, for those looking for the bottom of precious metal prices or the top in the Dow, be it in real or nominal terms, we advise you to worry more about the big picture. The process of the destruction of fiat currency has been ongoing since August 1971 and undoubtedly is near its end. How do we know this? Simple, because global debt loads and central bank money supplies are no longer rising arithmetically or geometrically, but parabolically. By definition, Ponzi schemes must expand exponentially to survive, whilst confidence in them is maintained, of course. And right now, that exponential function is in full view of the entire world, be it in Japan, China, Europe, or recovering America. Interest rates have been permanently zero-bound, and via overt or covert means, QE to infinity is a reality, soon to be widely understood and recognized by even the system's greatest apologists. In other words, we are on the cusp of a major inflection point in global history, as despite the myriad things humanity has learned and the wonderful technologies produced to improve the quality and efficiency of life, it has still not learned that economic Mother Nature is no more defeatable than Mother Nature herself. Fiat currency has failed on all 600 occasions it's been attempted over 1,000 years' time. And this time around, with 180 currencies, all backed by nothing, and 7 billion people dependent on such fraud, the ramifications will likely be the economic equivalent of a nuclear bomb. Frankly, I don't have the time to go over this week's horrible headlines, which I've done so in detail in the aforementioned articles and podcasts on the Miles Franklin blog. But suffice to say, not a single thing has occurred in recent weeks, or will do so in the coming weeks, to alter a future that's already cast in stone, perhaps a future that's a lot sooner than most can imagine. Only the when and how remain to be determined, and when it finally starts, it'll already be too late to protect yourself and your kin's assets. Fortunately, care of the most vicious cartel attack I can remember, as in 2001, commencing on the wee hours of Labor Day night, gold and silver are not only far below their respective costs of production, but in our view, at their lowest inflation-adjusted prices in the history of mankind. It's rare such invaluable insurance is sold so cheaply, and thus we find it hard to believe that any sensible person wouldn't consider holding even a small percentage of their net worth in history's safest, most reliable asset class. For these and countless other reasons, from the pure economic to the black swan variety, we cannot be more vehement in our belief that this may be your last chance at financial survival. And for those taking the initiative to protect yourselves with physical precious metals, we hope you'll call Miles Franklin at 800-822-8080 and give us a chance to earn your business. Thanks and have a great weekend.